Good Monday morning, everyone. Not sure how long I'll be here because the internet was being goofy this morning. We have had lots of rain overnight. So good job, Chelsea. She said she's last night that she was going to send it to me, and she did. So at some point, I guess the internet decided to restart. So I had to reset my router, but it looks like it's running. So we're going to go with it and see how long we got. Good morning, Kaz. Good to see you, Kimberly. Hi, Jeannie T. Sandy is here again this morning. Good to see you. Alicia B. And Diamond Girl Joan. Who else did I see come in? Patricia. Thought I saw somebody else. Oh, there's Sharon. Good morning. Yes, good morning. Shatika. Yes, Shatika came in. Deneen, good morning. Oh, you had hail. Oh. Good morning, Pat. Robin, good to see you. Haven't seen you for a while. I'm glad you came by. Cereal and banana. Well, I'm glad you were able to come this morning. I saw Kimberly was talking about a case, and I did find a little something on it, and I bookmarked that, and I will check into it. But the last thing I saw was like from May, and that case in Georgia. So I don't know whether I'll see if I can't find anything on it, but yes, this is the one that I designed. This is my design. This is the oh my goodness. So you'd get up. Yeah, I had 2 alarms set, and I did not want to get up to either one of them. First one was like at 6:30 or something, and the second one was 6:45, and I didn't want to get up to either one of them. Oh, you saw something from May? Yeah, but we'll check it out. I'll see what I can find. I understand a lot, but I'm glad you're out and you're home, and hopefully you're feeling better. Ah, yeah. So I did not sleep well, you guys. I'm kind of because I went to bed and I lay there. It's one of those things. I laid there, and I should know better to lay there for more than an hour, because that's what happened. And then I think I got up, and I don't know what time I went. I actually transcribed the laundry notebook, wrote it all down. So I have 5 pages of the Brian Laundry notebook. And what I'd like to know, you guys, is if you are interested in us doing our own analysis of the Brian Laundry notebook with his confession in it. Are you guys interested in analyzing that a little bit? I'm not a professional, but I'm going to do that myself. So I wanted to see if anybody else is interested. Are you? Okay. We've got a few people interested anyway. This week is going to be a little bit quieter for the channel. I'm going to go and stay with my G-Dog, Sailor. I'm going to go stay with him on Tuesday. And I won't be back until Wednesday. So, good morning, Suze. Good to see you. Yeah. I think it would be to see what I know Alicia's already got some great insight, and she's better at this than I am with the analyzing. I am learning though, but it would be fun to see what you guys will take it a little at a time and see what you guys think of that, because it's just, it's just like with the McCann case, how we were looking at it from Peter Hyatt's perspective, and those are techniques that are developed and are used every single day, every single day. Okay. Okay, Joan. Oh, you don't know when you will get, she's going for surgery, you guys, so. And you don't know when you will be back. Okay. I understand. Now, the case that Kimberly is talking about is the, let me see if I can get this going here. Let me see. I bookmarked it. And I know nothing about this, you guys. It's just, this is new to me this morning. And it's out of Georgia. Parents of daughter killed in fire wanted on child cruelty. And this is out of Atlanta from the 6th of May. William Lynn McHugh, 47, and Karina Wisniewski McHugh, 38.
Killed in a house fire are on the run tonight. Good evening, and thank you so much for joining us tonight. I'm Tom Haynes, in for Russ Spencer.
I'm Courtney Bryant. The couple's 10-year-old daughter died in the fire, which investigators say was intentionally started by her brother.
Fox 5's Rob DiRienzo live for us in Lawrenceville tonight, tracking the search for them. And Rob, police tell you that the couple's wanted on cruelty to children charges.
Well, that's right, Courtney and Tom. The Gwinnett County Police say that the McHughes were staying at this Homewood Suites after the fire that killed their 10-year-old daughter. Well, tonight, police say that they're nowhere to be found.
Her favorite color was pink. She liked the little princesses.
When we last spoke to Karina and William McHugh, they told us they were heartbroken by the fire set by their 15-year-old son that killed their 10-year-old daughter. But now, Gwinnett police say the
in the house, there was actually unlivable and dangerous conditions.
Cops say on top of the arson investigation, they also started investigating child cruelty. That's when
there was a makeshift bed that had a mattress on, which is where our female victim was found deceased after the fire.
When we talked to him a few weeks ago, the McHughes admitted to Fox 5 that there was no functional plumbing in the house. They also told us they didn't leave the house much for fear of COVID.
Mainly stayed out of public eye because of coronavirus.
Police tell us the kids had to use the bathroom in buckets. They tell us the McHughes were last seen in a 2017 white Honda Accord with Georgia plate CHB 7385 on 85 in Norcross. They face charges of child cruelty in the first and second degree and false imprisonment.
We truly want this story out. The faces plastered everywhere because it's just sad.
Well, their body language is reading very shady to me this morning already. Good morning, Lori. So there you go. And there was one last night. I was listening to a podcast, and it was like I could not finish listening to the podcast, the episode. I just couldn't. It was so bad, and it was another very very similar. I just couldn't. I couldn't do it. But hopefully, hopefully getting their story out, someone will know something. Near Banff. Yarn shop. There's a yarn shop near Banff. Kaz says that's in Canada. Started reading Peter's book again this morning. Funny you brought him up. You did? Oh, I don't. I don't have his. You'll have to send me the link for his. What is his called, Alicia? 3 to 5 days. Okay. Well, hugs to you, Joan, and hugs to you, Sandy. Hoping you both feel better very soon. I know anybody who is needing hugs this morning. Interesting how many similarities. I know, isn't it? Well, once you see like you talk about with the patterns, I'm starting to see exactly when does it stop. Oh, he was definitely, he had a very heavy Georgia accent there. I was having trouble discerning the words, like sometimes these guys sound like they have like something in their mouth, and you're trying to hear around what's in their mouth, even though that's just their accent. So I was having a hard time. That was very, very much of a southern heavy, very heavy southern drawl. So good morning, Bree. Yes, I will have to check that out. I definitely will have to check it out. I'll see what I can come up with, Kimberly, and maybe do something else with that later on this week. Yes. They're wanted because it looks like that the authorities feel that they know more, and they possibly, their actions led to what happened. Oh, here it is. Wise as a serpent, gentle as a dove, dealing with deception. Okay, hang on. Is that on Kindle too? Oh, excuse me this morning. I'm waking up. Although I might want that one instead of on Kindle. Oh, thank you. Love you too, Kimberly. Well, hugs for you too, Kaz. Hi, Adele. Good morning. Happy Monday. What has everybody else been watching? Any other cases? That's one that Kimberly's been watching. I've been wondering what everybody else has been following. What cases have you guys all been following? Have you been following the Summer Wells case? Have you been following the laundry notebook coming out? That one. Willow Arches shawl. There you go. That's what it's called. This is my Willow Arches shawl. I don't know why it just finally popped in my head. Oh, good. Oh, well, see, there we go. Yeah. I'll drink this coffee, and I may still take a nap when we get done here. Did you get lots of this rain, Adele? No, I did not. Is that a case that's going on now, or Hillside Farms? I don't know about that one. I am so close to being done with the mock-up of that scene double shawl. And I have like 50 pages left of the Mike King book. And then I'm going to start on Stephen's book, Stephen Keogh's book. Okay. Been listening to the cases we've been talking about. Okay. Good morning, HD. How are you today? Good to see you. Nothing yet? Oh my goodness. We got, of course, I don't know, but it looks like about an inch. Oh, okay. No, I hadn't looked, so I don't know. I don't know anything about it, Patricia. There's several now, and they're all dyeing hand-dyed yarn on their places. Lots and lots of them. Expecting rain? Ah. Reading the O'Neill Deneau. I don't know those. That sounds like a Louisiana name, though. You finished the Ted Bundy? Was that the Anne Rule book? Is that the Anne Rule Ted Bundy book? Oh my gosh. That one's like, whew. Oh, is it? But you know I like my teal. Yes, that Doomsday Couple. I don't know if they've sealed that or what, because that has been, now that one is the Lori and Chad Daybell, and that has been very quiet since the last decision, which is that they are going to be tried together in January of 23 coming up. So 6 months we have to wait. Oh, it's a New Orleans homicide. Local author. Oh, that's interesting. O'Neill Deneau. I'll look it up. O'Neill Deneau, right? Hope the Doomsday Couple get life or the, yeah. Well, that's a nice distraction then, I'm sure for you. I'm sure it is. Sorry, you guys, I'm just kind of throwing these up here because I'm not quite awake. Supposed to have a chance of rain in Jacksonville, Florida. Ah. Okay. I have that one. Is that behind me? No, they have different. Oh, I got this here. I was going to show you guys. Is this the one, The Stranger Beside Me? Probably there's different covers for this book, but this is the paperback. Yeah. Once I get caught up on all the others, I would really like to go over that one. Oh, it doesn't want to go back in there. Yes, Lori, you sent me something. The Lily Peters. Oh, that sounds familiar. Hi, Kim. Where you at? Did you come in? You did come in. Good morning or afternoon. Yeah, Lori, you did send me something, and now I can't remember the name of that one. It was Indiana. There was a man who was found. I just can't remember the names, but it was something about an Indiana. Um, he was found years and years later, and they were able to identify him. He was found in a barrel. Someone was doing some work on a piece of property, and they turned this barrel over, and he was in this barrel. Lily Peters' family of Wells and Montgomery's, they're all very similar, aren't they? And this one, yeah, shady parents, right? They're all very similar with the shady parents. Is that the Lily Peters one? That'd be, you know, we could put the sincere and classic in there. Goodness. Mr. Fibers is going out for his. Is he going? Where is he going? What if he's going to work? No, he's not going to work. Not yet. He did take the truck, though. It's pretty wet and muddy out there. Yeah, all this stuff with the kids, it's just awful. It's like the one I was listening to last night was called Sword and Scale, and it was about a young boy who died, and it was just, I had to stop. I couldn't do it. I just couldn't do it. This is, I don't know if you guys are going to know what this is. I showed you some of these recently. I wanted you to see them. This is what they look like now. This is the mesquite beans. You see how they filled out? Turn them sideways. That's sideways. They filled out and they've turned. They're dried and they fell off. And this is what they will all do. And my donkey absolutely loves them. And our trees are absolutely covered. So this is like a protein treat for all of the cows and horses and all of that. You haven't seen them in forever. You don't have any mesquite trees. And our mesquite trees, it's funny because they're not only do they have these, but some of them have these and blooms at the same time. And that is just unheard of. They usually, the blooms all fall off before the beans start. It's crazy. Oh, we are covered up in these out here. And they will fall down. They'll be all over the ground. And once the donkey kind of goes through and eats, he won't be able to eat all these this year. And it looks kind of like a I have no words this morning. Hey, Trev. Hello, Trev. How are you? You're out on your narrow boat? Wow. Internet is intermittent. Well, thank you for stopping in. Good to see you. So, yeah, I thought you guys might like to see those. Yeah, I was going to say, I've got 2 sailors in here right now. Trev is in where? Let's see. Probably Good morning, Joyce. How are you this morning? No, the coloring of them, Brie, is more like cowpeas. You know what I'm talking about? Cowpeas, black-eyed peas. You know how the black-eyed peas start to turn color? That's what it looks like, but on a long deal. See the coloring? Looks like purple hulls. Kind of looks like purple hulls. Yeah, pea pods. Yes. 2,000 miles of canal and river system. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I figured you were close to probably in the English Canal is what I was going to say, was in the English Canal. Yeah, the cowpeas. You knew what I meant. Oh gosh. They look that color to me. I set them up there so I could show you guys yesterday and I forgot. So what was the other thing we were going to say? That the laundry case and then, oh, I know. I did have something I wanted to show you real quickly. Yeah, every mile is courageous. Yes, it is. It is. Ryan case, the Ryan case. Oh, which one is the Ryan? I was thinking about the Dylan red wine case. Oh, let's see. See what I did with that video. Did I save it over here? Hold, please. Nope, that is not where I saved it. You can, out of the mesquite beans, you can. And yes, humans can eat them. Oh, the Dylan Rounds case. Yeah, I haven't heard if anything new has come out on that yet. I have not. Because, the FBI has taken over on that. So, I mean, there's stuff all over the internet, but they're all guessing. So this Dylan red wine case is there's so much more going on that went on before this finally came to fruition. Yes, I was talking about it actually and wanted to know if everybody would like to go over it. I have taken it down, Kim. I've written it all down. Let's see. Library. Where's my playlist? Oh, goodness. This guy just is so, from the get-go, is very shady. All right, where is my playlist? You have to go? Okay. Level of water to a higher level and lower depending. Okay. Alicia was explaining all that to me just yesterday. Take care, Trev. Thanks for coming by. Appreciate it. See, I've been trying to find the notebook. You can find videos about it, but I haven't been able to find the notebook pages as they're written anywhere to download or look at all. So I don't know what's going on with that, why it's not there. Here we go, research. Oh, found it. Take care, Trev. I don't know if he's going to see it, but she said her slip is 50 feet of water. The bay averages 20 feet deep. The main channel 50 feet, and freighters and cruise ships. Hi, Dana. Okay, hold on. Stop talking over there. I do not have this. So this is the interview with Mark Redwine. He has been convicted. You guys, we're going to talk more about this on Friday, but he had two mistrials. The first one was because of COVID, and several people because that was, I think, in 2020. That one ended in mistrial. And then after that, his lawyer was arrested. So much went on before they actually got this guy into court and actually convicted him. Good morning, Yarn Barf. Yes, safe travels, Trev. Enjoy the boat. The mom questioning the FBI about the Boots video. Okay. Yes, Mark. I mean, it was not easy getting him in there and getting the trial finished. So much has been going on. So much went on with his case before they finally got that done. Yeah, it's got to be bad when your lawyer gets arrested. And so then in the case, I'm watching the trial, and the lawyer, his new defense lawyer is really something. Good morning, Maribel. Yes, we do. Do we not have too many? Please hit the thumbs up, y'all. Morning, Jills. Happy Monday. Thank you for sending us your rain. I had to restart my router this morning. I'll play you guys a quick little bit of this video. This is Mark Redwine. This is the case we're talking about on Fridays. You guys, he is just as shady as they come.
We were inseparable. I mean, anywhere I was, he was right there beside me. You know, he would come to me before he would go to his mom. You know, I think in many ways that was part of the problems that developed in our relationship, was because while she was out earning a career, it was very difficult for her to lose sight of the fact that she wasn't there bonding with Dylan the way I was. And I think that was a huge problem for her. And I think that has been a problem for her for a long time.
Dylan obviously very interested in sports. You guys did trips to go see like major league teams play, yes?
Absolutely.
Tell me a little bit about that. You did some this summer.
Well, one of the goals that I've had, and this goes back to with Corey as well, but one of the things that I wanted to do in our lifetime was be able to go to every baseball stadium in the country. And in every NASCAR track in the country.
Now, see, that was his deal. And he gets very upset about the fact that Dylan is gone and they're not getting to do this because it was his deal.
So, for example, last year we went to Chicago to Wrigley Field, and then we went to Detroit to a NASCAR race, and then we went to Cleveland.
He's really watching her to see if the lady who is interviewing him, the reporter, he's really watching her to see, are you following me? Are you interested in this? Yes, the blink rate. We have not talked about the blink rate yet. Yes. Oh. Yes, it's all me. Absolutely.
To watch the Rockies play the Indians, where we actually met Todd Helton's father while we were watching the game. And I will tell you that he spent 45 minutes and an hour talking to Dylan about what he could do to make a better baseball player. So this year, we decided Dylan was a huge Boston fan. Why, I couldn't tell you. But he wanted to go to Boston to see the Red Sox. People thought I was crazy because I was willing to drive that far for Dylan. Just so he could see a baseball.
Oh, I missed that.
But that's what Dylan wanted. And I would do anything for that boy. So while we were there,
That boy. That boy is something when people are deceptive, they call them, I mean, he if he cared, he would be saying my son. But he says that boy. It is a crock-a-bull.
we went to New York City because we'd been to Chicago the year before and had their version of pizza. And we wanted to go to New York City and have New York City style pizza. So we went to Brooklyn, got in taxi cabs, went to one of the most popular places in all of Brooklyn for pizza. Stood in line for 45 minutes to an hour just to get in. And I didn't think we could eat the whole thing, and that boy ate 2/3 of it. He wolfed it down. You know, we got in the cab, went back to the hotel, and then we went to Cooperstown to see the Baseball Hall of Fame. And then from there, you know, we were kind of in a hurry to get back, but you know, that's when we went through Buffalo, just because it's a town that has professional sports, specifically the Bills. And, you know, it's just something that the delegate had to of places that
See, he's upset because he's lost his dream with his son. You guys are mistaking his being genuine. Okay, don't mistake that for him caring about the son now being gone. It's about what he's missing. It's still about him. That lip compression that he does this whole thing, you know. Yes. You think it's forced? Yeah, I don't see any tears. His eyes are bloodshot because he's a heavy drinker.
had to do with professional sports. But, you know,
And looking
he'd
down,
been gone probably a couple weeks. You know, he was in a hurry to get back because he wanted to spend time with his friends. He actually wanted to come here first, spend time with his friends, but we were coming in from the east and we were traveling through Colorado Springs. So I suggested to Dylan that, you know, just contact his mom, make it so that she didn't have to drive over here, whatever, because she was obviously starting a job at some level, which we all know is Colorado College. I don't know why why she tries to hide that from everybody, but she doesn't want. Apparently, she doesn't want me to know where she works. It's not a real stumper.
I wouldn't. Anyway. Oof.
So anyway, we dropped Dylan off.
Now that right there was he saw that she was falling right into that. She almost said something, but she held off. And he knew that he had her there, like they had some sort of a kinship going. There's 39 minutes of this, you guys, but this guy, let's see. Okay. We'll talk just a bit. Let's go back to here. And let's talk just a bit about his body language right here.
What movie was it?
I gotta tell you, it was really bad. Adventureland or something along those lines.
Never even heard of it.
It was a low-rated movie, and I was struggling through it. But I'm not a big movie person. I have a hard time watching any movie because my concentration on one thing for 2 hours is a little hard for me. It's just one of the reasons why I spend more time watching 30-minute shows like sitcoms and things like that.
This is protecting. You too, Chels. Love you, hun. Have a good day. But you guys see where his hands are? Anything, it's what, anything below the waist, and they put their hands down and they're either right at their thigh, or especially anything around the abdomen or the groin area, holding their hands over that. That is protecting. He is trying to protect. He is hiding something. He's in full protection mode here. And an asymmetrical face is disgust. Disgust. Which makes me think this is very close to the time frame when something happened.
So you guys watched the movie, and then you had plans to go, and then what happened? Did he just?
Well, we were watching the movie together. Remember the movie being finished. I, at some point, was pacing the floor and got up.
Now, guys, this is his house. This is where it happened.
I was taking care of a few little things, over here at the kitchen table while we were doing that. But, it was shortly after the ending of that movie, which my guess, I don't recall because I don't keep track of the clock. It must have been, I thought it was earlier in the beginning because I was fairly tired anyway. I know Dylan was tired because he indicated to me because he'd been up till 4 o'clock the night before, and that he had spent most of the day at the airport traveling to get here, that he was tired. And, it seems to me it had been about 10:30-ish maybe by the time the movie got done, somewhere in there. And, shortly after that, I ran up and went to bed, and he finished up doing whatever he was doing, watching Nickelodeon or whatever he was watching. And, I get up to go run my errands because I had a payroll issue that needed to be dealt with first thing Monday morning because that's when payroll goes in. Mm-hmm. And so it was important for me to get down there as early as possible. Well, I wanted to leave at 6:30, so I would be there at 7:30 when they opened the doors. I spent 45 minutes, an hour, trying to get Dylan to wake up, and, helping him, saying,
See how he's pointing back behind him? That's where Dylan was laying. He's pointing back behind him, and he does not want to look back there.
Dylan, I'm going down, because he would talk to me about going to see his friend, Ryan, that morning. But he wasn't having no part of it, which is not uncommon for him. I mean, you can't get him to bed, you can't get him up. Pretty much how it is when he's not at school to deal with, which is most of the time when he's up here. Although he had school bus stop right down the street, so he could ride the bus from the school up here if I was home, or he could ride it to his mom's house, which was the thing of beauty, because her and I didn't have to deal with transport.
Yeah.
it made this life easy for all of us.
So So do you remember what the last thing you said to him when you went out the door was?
Yeah, Dylan, I'm leaving to go down to town and run my errands. If you need anything, call me when you get up. If there's anything you need. Never heard from him. I'd send him text messages, ask him, hey, dude, are you up yet? Call me. Is there anything you need? And then, but
Take care, Patricia. Anyway, I thought I'd play just a little bit of that, you guys, so we could talk a little bit about that. We've been talking about body language, and that's why I wanted to show you some more about it. Yeah, I did see that. Have a great day, Patricia. Yeah, he was creating a timeline. And obviously he could say whatever he wanted to say, because at that point, I believe that Dylan was already gone. Crazy, crazy. Some wild stuff on that one, and stuff that I'm learning about this case. It's like, oh, again with these families, Now I'm not putting anybody's family down. I mean, because everybody's got stuff in their family, but my thing was wanting to show you the body language, especially on somebody we already know that he's been found guilty. So well, that's what he says, Joan. I don't know, though. I think that's part of the story. You're welcome. I'm with Bree on that. He was creating a timeline because he's very adamant about the whole going down to like just had to say, yeah, the payroll. Just had to, this is, I think that may be the only part of the story that's actually true, that he did go there. Because I believe that he was seen there. At least his phone may have been pinged there. Yeah. So liars tend to front load. Telling the truth lead up to a situation, 25% story, and then 50%. They lead up 25, story 50, and the ending 25. Okay. Oh yeah, he was found. His trial actually finally finished, and up in November of last year, November of 21. Good morning, Dancing Moon. Hey, Trucker Steve. Good morning. How are you? That's what I think. That is where I came at it from everything that I have listened to and read. That's exactly what I think too. I know I'm not a morning person either. But see, waking him up and getting him up are two different things to me. And from what he is saying, it's like he's trying to get him to get up, right? He would have been able to wake him and get some response from him, even if he couldn't get him up, is my point. The fact that he can't get him up means that body wasn't moving. That's how I see that. His phone went inactive between 8:30 and 9 that night. He got there between 6 and 6:30. 3 hours. Within 3 hours. I think they had a fight. So there is evidence that they fought before, him and Dylan. Of course, Dylan was smaller then when it happened. He has had fights with the mother. He's had fights with the older brother. He is an alcoholic with a temper, just all kinds of things leading up through the years. I am quite certain they did, because they didn't talk much at all once he got there. Yep. Yeah, those pictures. I think that's what happened. I think that he brought that up again. They did go in there with luminol, and they did find traces. They found traces of blood. And I am still listening to more of that trial, and that's where I'm at on that part right now, is about the DNA. And the defense was trying to say that there was not very much there, and the prosecution had said that there was some, and there was like 4 different places that they really found it. And it's a very good point about how much there is, because that can make a difference as to whether it's an actual scene or if it's just a coincidence that it was there when they went looking, from people who had been there. Okay, you guys, we've done almost an hour this morning. So they're saying, and that this is why I had to tell you guys about those pictures, but they're saying that those pictures that the son found, Dylan actually is the one that he killed, is actually the one who found pictures on his dad's laptop, on his computer. And it was his laptop, because they were actually on a trip when he found them. And they were very compromising pictures of him, with like fetish type stuff that I can go the rest of my life and not see those pictures again. Thank you. But that is something that really upset him, and he threw that at his dad in an effort not to have to go back. He really did not want to. And they were in the middle of custody. They were in the middle of trying to she wanted to have sole custody and not give him visitation anymore, because Dylan did not want to go back. And he was 12, 13 years old, which means he's old enough to choose. So, yeah, so the pictures would be the motive. That's what they used as the motive in the trial. And that's what everyone believes, is that it was the pictures. Okay, you guys, we will finish this up on Friday. We will start talking about the laundering notebook, those things. And tomorrow we are going to be talking tomorrow a little bit about soft and hard targets. That is the idea for tomorrow. That is stuff I could take with me when I go to visit Sailor. They were in custody court. So I'm still working on that, Bree, but I can tell you this. Dylan had a meeting himself with the judge. Now, of course, don't know I'm sure he told everybody what he talked about. Was not part of, it was in chambers with the judge. He had an opportunity to go and tell the judge how he felt, whether he wanted to go to his dad's, where he didn't want to go. I'm sure he told him, whatever he told him, nobody really knows, because that was only him and the judge in chambers. So, Yeah, it's too bad it didn't happen before this, right? And I think he knew it was coming. Yep. You too, Steve. Hope you get back on the road and you're safe today. Take care out there. Everybody have a great day. Happy Monday. And we will see you tomorrow night. Have some fun somehow, some way today. Have some fun, you guys. And I'll see you later. Take care.